Welcome guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Asa Studio. Here we are. It's another Photoshop tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get this pattern, the pattern on the shirt, how to lay it on the shirt so as it's going to look as if it's not a white shirt, it's a white shirt with this pattern. Okay, so you can use any other pattern. It's actually applicable to any other cloth or any other color. So let's get started. The first thing first, get the clothes you want to use and also get the pattern you want to use as well. So before that, I want the color to just be a white color, so I'm going to grab the patch tool and I'm going to zoom in and get a circle on this and select this. Let's rasterize the layer and drag it down. So let's say I want it to look like this. So Ctrl D to deselect. Now that we've got rid of that, I'm going to turn on the pattern and then change the opacity. Let's just reduce the opacity of the pattern. Reduce the opacity of the pattern, and now I'm going to decrease the pattern to just the shirt alone, like this and like this. Let's say we want it there, so I'm just going to hold and drag out. So let's say that's what we want. I'm going to hit OK, and now I'm going to increase the opacity of it. Now let's change the blending mode first of all to multiply. Now why I change the blending mode to multiply is just because I want it revealed. I want to get rid of the white on the material. Let me rasterize the layer. Now I want to get rid of the white, but now the white is still there. You can see it. It's still there. It's not as if it's gone, but it's still there. Now we're going to double click on it to bring out the blending option. And once we bring out the blending option, we want to remove the white from this layer. So something like, where did we get that from? Cancel the blending option for this layer. That's what I want to bring out. So I'm going to bring up the white and see what the effect is. If you bring it up, it's going to bring up the layer like this. So let's make it very smooth. So hold and alt, separate alt and take it backwards a little bit and make it look, real. And I'm going to leave it like that and click OK. So let's zoom out and there we go. Now the next thing is to mask it out. So let's select the layer, go to color range, select color range. I'm going to select the white color, hold down shift and select the white color, everything that is white. Okay, so like that. I'm going to select the white color only, or you can use other selection. Let's increase the fuzziness a bit and then click OK. Now go ahead, select this one and then mask it out, and then here we go. Now we're not through. I'm going to click on the brush tool and I'm going to remove it from where I don't need it. So increase the brush tool, make sure the foreground color is black, so I'm going to hide it. Let's see, Ctrl Z. Let's do that again. I'm going to hide it from this side, or you could as well use the pen tool and remove it from some places. So I'm just going to remove it from, let me do that again, remove it from this side, decrease, zoom in, remove it from this one, and I'm also going to remove it from there to something like this. Okay, so that's not the end. Let's just get rid of where we don't want it to be. Ctrl Z, I'm going to just remove it from the background. Alright, so now that we've removed it from the background, now there's one more thing we need to do. Let's turn on the layer and rasterize, convert to smart object, and we can rasterize the layer. Okay, so before that we have this. Now it's not actually looking real, so let's turn it off. Now we're going to open up a new file, new, and just open up a new default file, and I'm going to drag this, hold down Control, or just click and hold and drag over and drop it right here. Now I'm going to position it in the middle, so it's in the middle like the way this is. Now let's go back to the image, change it to black and white, and mess around till you get a very contrast image. Bring this down, and one. So I'm going to create another adjustment layer, exposure, and take up the gamma to something like this. I just want to get some dimension, the highlights and the shadows in this thing on the clothes, so something like this, looks good to me, and I'm going to click OK. Now since we have that, I'm going to export it. Go to File, Save As. We're going to use it because we want to use it for the displacement. So I'm going to call it displacement, and I'm going to hit enter, save. So I've saved it on the desktop, and I'm going to just click OK. Now let's go back to the image. Now once we go back to the image, head to the material, click on it, and go to filter, go to distort, and go to displace. And once you go to displace 1010, just take the settings and click OK. Now you're going to select the displacement file we saved. Now what this does, it actually makes the cloth. Let me show you. Click open, and it's going to displace the image according to the cloth. Now it's function like a liquify tool. It displays the cloth, the material to the black and white. There are some places that are darker, there are some places that are brighter, so it just displays the material. Now we have a little fault. You can see over here it displays and extended to those portion. I'm going to click select on it, and let's try and shift it a little bit to match the cloth. Hold down Control, so it's going to be like this, and there we go. So since we have it like this, now create a mask for it. And once we create a mask for it, select the mask, black tool, select the brush tool, and let's erase it from the edge. So you can take your time. For the sake of the tutorial, I'm just going to be fast about it, and something like that, and like this. So one last step we're going to do. Okay, let's see this side. So I'm erasing it from where I don't need it. Ctrl Z. Let me do that again. So this and this and this and this and this and this. I'm going to zoom out and zoom in and this. Okay, so now let's remove it from the mouth and remove it from the chain. Okay, so now that we have it like this, we're going to go to filter liquify. Okay, so liquify is capable. Let's just say blah blah blah. Okay, now just cancel. We did something wrong. Let's rasterize the layer. Convert to smart object, rasterize, and go back. Filter liquify. And now we're going to make amendment to the images. Now not all layer. You're going to select just the layer of the the man. That's the pixel, splinter, whatever it is, and then just change the opacity. If you take it all the way up, it's going to be like that. So let's take the opacity just down a bit where we can see the highlights and the shadows. Pick up the what's it called now, smudge tool, and let's adjust. So I'm going to bring it down and bring this all the way in. Just amend like this. I'm going to bring this up a bit and bring this down. So something like this, and then bring this down as well. So something like this. I'm going to bring this, push this in, push this in, push this in. Just make amendment. This is supposed to be like this. We're going to push it as if we're laying it on a coat. Yeah, so something like this, and we're laying it like this. So I'm going to zoom out, and something that we need to fix. So something like this. Drag it to the left. I'm going to push this in, push this in, push this in, and push this in. Push this in, push this in, and push this backwards. Okay, so this is supposed to go in like this, and this is supposed to come down. And okay, so I'm just trying to push things in. Take this up, zoom in, and I'm going to do some pushing in right here like that, and just to make the image look more realistic. Okay, so like that, I'm going to push this downwards. Let's take it up, and like somewhere like here, we're going to push it in like this and bring it in. I'm going to bring this up, so bring this down and down and down and down and down. So bringing it down doesn't really matter anyway. So something like this. Let's push it in a bit. I'm going to push this up and push this up. So let's just make adjustment to the image. I'm going to bring this all the way down back, so like this. And once we are done, let's bring this up at the edge. Once you're done, click OK. and it's going to adjust it to the cloth. So that's how to do that. Okay, so you can decrease the opacity, but just a bit, and make it look clear according to the writing, but I'm going to leave it like this because I love it the way it's looking. All right guys, so let's see our before and after. So this is our before, and then this is our after. Make sense, right? So if you enjoyed the video and find the video helpful, kind of like the video and share the video. All right, so if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. See you in our next video. Once again, this is ASOS. Thank you for watching.